What's up, y'all? So I kind of had a hilarious last 30 minutes, last hour of the second anniversary of Riley's death here. And I don't know if you've seen or heard of the show The Pit. It's basically like ER and 24 combined, but set in like modern day medicine in Pittsburgh in a super overcrowded ER department. And it's brilliant. This show I've been watching in weird little snippets probably since January. And that's because I am so squeamish, especially around like medicine and doctors and blood and shots and guts and heart attacks. Like I got health anxiety out the fucking wazoo. It's actually like one of my first experiences of like I guess acute health anxiety or like my wooziness was after I was in elementary school, I think, and I was watching something on Disney Channel original movie or something. And there was like this part where they walk by a surgery and there's this big blood splatter and like it's really I think it's really cheesy. I went back and watched it later. But I just watched that and then mama called me up to go to bed and so I start walking up the stairs. And as I'm walking up towards her, I pass out from seeing the blood splatter. But my parents were freaked out. They thought I had a seizure. This ensued in several months of like a bunch of medical tests and like blood draws, which I then passed out getting those. And I think eventually they put it together that I didn't have like a seizure disorder or something, that I just got really woozy and passed out. And then there's been a few other moments for my life where that's like taken over. Shout out my friend Keep, who I passed out basically on her desk and lap in fifth grade. But so that's the reason I've been watching this show so weirdly. Probably the first 3 episodes I watched in like 2 months in about 4 minute snippets, because I'd watch it and then I'd be like, why the fuck am I watching this? Oh no, this person having a heart attack. It's making me kind of feel weird. There's a reason I don't watch this show. There's a reason I was one of the only double majors of chemistry and biology in my college that wasn't trying to go into anything pre-med. And that's because I'm a little squeamish boy. And that's fine. But it's also something I've been improving, and like I get my shots and I get my flu shots and I get my blood drawn pretty regularly, and I'm a lot more comfortable with this. And I've just learned better ways to realize my agency and why I'm doing this and the importance of medical treatment. But anyway, The Pit, I'm watching it. This show's amazing. I really like it. But oh my gosh, I am laughing because just tonight I'm like, we had a great time. We did some tie-dye and I made some ramen for the second anniversary of Riley's death day. And I get home and I'm like, I'm just going to chill out. And like, I've been editing some stuff. I've been cleaning up a little bit, just like a nice Friday night. I'm feeling pretty good. Let me just toss this show on. And obviously there's a lot in this show, and it goes like 24. It's like 1 hour every episode. So it's pretty real time. And like one of the big storylines is like this young adult who overdosed and his parents are there, and it's all this big thing, and minor pit spoilers coming on here. But I just turn on this show and then within like a couple minutes, there's this little girl who's having a heart attack, and then she like gets a test back and it's like, oh yeah, she's dead. Okay, that's a big pit spoiler, but it's just one person in this. But like the parents are there and they're trying to do everything and it's fighting and it's like super heartbreaking. Like, oof. Just like dead kids in general is not, I don't like it. I don't like dead kids. But it's like, ooh, rough stuff. And I'm just like, yeesh. But then the next scene is like, oh, her sister is just in the little playroom. So now the scene is these 3 doctors and social worker have to tell this, like, how are we going to tell this little girl that her sister is like dead? And then the little girl feels that the reason she had a heart attack is because she was drowning from saving the sister. And so I'm watching this scene like, oh my God, this is so wild that like I'm in this place thinking about my dead sibling. on this day that they died 2 years ago. And of course, like, oh my gosh, for a second, I was like, should I turn this off? But honestly, I was just kind of laughing at like, I was just laughing at this really sad scene. But it also was very emotional and impactful. And so that was really good. And I was just kind of like laughing at myself. But then turns out so the kid who overdosed, like they can't save him, and they're doing like an honor walk out of the hospital. I think because like all the owner donations and like a lot of people have been trying to save this guy, and his parents are like super devastated. And I think at first they didn't want to donate the organs, but then they were able to do it, and so that's really good. But then it's just like, oh my God. So I just watched the like sibling death like reveal scene, and now we got the overdose death on a gurney, like super intense. Like people are sobbing. All the doctors want to go to the funeral, and like it's super emotional. And my silly ass is just in here like actually like watching this felt really impactful, and I feel like it helped me process emotions. But also, I was just cackling at this scene because it's just like, oh my gosh, fucking TV, man. Like already, I read Riley into like everything and all the movies I watch, and there's just like themes that I think of with Riley, and yeah, I talk about that a lot. But the Pit really just made sure to hammer it home tonight, and I'm excited to keep watching, even though it makes me feel weird and bad sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, am I just adding more ammunition to my health anxiety worries? Like I'm just learning about new maladies. And maybe that's true. But you know what? The show's damn good, folks. I recommend it on HBO. Okay. Anyway, Riley is dead, and that sucks. But here I am 2 years later, and it still sucks. But also, I'm doing all right. So that's the end. If you've listened to me for 7 minutes, 24 seconds, then you're cool in my book. And if you didn't, you're also cool in my book, because that's a long-ass Instagram reel, my folks. Okay, I'm annoyed with myself. Goodbye.